Welcome to the Photographer Diaries podcast. I'm your host, David Scott Bowles.
And I am your co-host, Dragon.
On today's episode, we have a very special guest. We have Carla, aka C41.
C41.
Thank you.
So C41 is her Instagram tag and just everything else. It's kind of her brand and identity now. So we're going to sit down with her and just kind of talk to her. It's kind of cool because Carla was actually one of the original founders of the Photographer Diaries.
Oh, man.
So
Yeah, sorry.
I forgot.
Lejean.
yeah, it's crazy. So me and Carla started a YouTube channel a couple years ago, and
That's
we did
true.
some YouTube videos. And unfortunately, we both got super busy with life, and shit happened. We put it on the back burner, and I just really liked the name, and we picked it back up and invited
And
this
add some color.
added some color because we're brothers.
Wait.
We're happy and
Added some more color.
Yeah, I
Wait,
was
yeah.
gonna say, wait.
Some
am
darker
I-
color.
Am I
She's
not?
like, wait,
Hey.
hold on.
Hello.
We're on the spectrum here.
Okay, sorry. I'm just white.
Apparently, I'm nothing.
Hey.
So Carla, let's normally I do like a little introduction, but because of certain things, we can't talk about certain things in your background. So I want you to give us
Sorry.
give us like a brief little about you. How did you get started in photography? What are you doing now? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, back in my day, jeez, it honestly is that long ago. 2008.
Oh,
Is when
man.
you started?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started developing, and I started with film, ironically. And it was in high school as an elective, but that's when I started developing my own film and really getting into it. And then I went to AVC, flunked out at college. It was great.
Damn.
And then went back and redid it again and actually
We've
got my
all
degree.
been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my degree. And now I work at some cool place.
That's awesome. So she can't talk about what she does, or can you say where you work?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
This is going to be great.
Sorry.
Everybody
it's fine.
is it
So,
aliens? Is
Carla
it
did do-
prehistoric things?
So I just work for
The government.
The
no?
government,
Can you,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
could say
that's
that,
it.
right?
That's
I
it.
mean, 'cause
Yeah.
that's
That's all you need to know.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
all exactly.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Oh,
Tell you
come on.
anymore, I gotta kill you.
So yes, I work for the government. I can't, as a photographer, and I can't say what I photograph.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
the
so
detail
then
of it.
let's talk about what got you into photography.
There we go. Yeah. What sparked the interest for you to create? Fucking fly, bro. So it's-
fly, take it away. Apparently, David's the fly. I don't know. I've always been into like art stuff. So
Okay.
since I was little, I've always painted. I've been into drawing, and it's just kind of like an art thing. And then high school, yeah, really kicked it in for me. And
okay.
yeah,
You know, it's funny because I find that your answer is a lot of our answers as creatives. Like, we don't know. Like, it's like, I don't know, I just did it. And then we find our reason or our why later. But I always find that it's like we just pick it up. It's just something that like comes to us, and it sounds cliche, but like we just fall in love with it and then we roll with it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's always the best, though. We didn't force it. Like, it
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, definitely.
It just
checking the
happened.
cameras. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you did some wedding photography for a little bit. You've shot some weddings with me.
I did.
The other things we can't talk about as well, but let's just talk about how did you like shooting weddings? Like, was it something you could maybe see yourself doing later on again, or
No.
No? You
No.
didn't like it? Okay.
I mean, it was
that
fun.
was it. Moving on.
I know, I'm like the boringest person.
You
to
know,
talk to.
no, because it's just
No,
we
we
gotta
can't talk
ask the
about
question.
this.
So why? Why wouldn't you do wedding photography?
I mean, it was fun while I was doing it, but 8 hours kills your back, and I'm just like not for it. I'm 33 now, and I'm just like, no, I can't do this as I get older. You know?
I'm 35 and I still do
God damn, you're
14
old. I'm
to
just kidding.
16-hour shifts.
Why?
That's my job. I was
Yeah,
on
but-
set 2 days ago for about 14 hours.
But see, that's what you want to do. I don't want to do that. So more props to you.
All right. Well, you know, I figured since we was talking about time, I'd brag a little.
But don't you work 8-hour days now, though?
I do, but it's different.
It's different. So there's downtime, right?
I can't talk about
So I fucking can't.
We gonna have to put some bleeps in here. It's gonna
can't
be like
talk about it.
some little
So
pauses.
what I
in
really
there.
do is beep.
That's it.
Oh my god, do
And
you
we just gonna have our faces like this.
have you seen Kill Bill or
Yeah.
the series?
Yeah.
Do you remember where they couldn't say her name throughout the movie and they would always go
yeah.
beep?
Damn, we should do that.
That's
we're
what that
gonna have
reminded
to
me
do
of.
because David is going to keep slipping it in there.
I know.
You're editing this one. I don't want to beep everything out.
Sorry.
Just don't respond.
Oh my god.
All right.
She's like, I do. I should put a little bleep button right here. That'd be smart. Okay, so you didn't like wedding photography. You were good at it. I mean, and you are. I guess you are good. Not were. You could still do it if you wanted to.
Thanks.
We did a wedding together, right? Didn't you?
All three of
Oh,
us?
No.
It was me, her, and
Oh, it was
Andrew.
John. Yeah.
Me, you, and Andrew.
Oh,
did
yeah.
one. And then me, you, and Fareed. Me,
Yeah.
you did one. Yeah, we've all worked together in
Mm-hmm.
some way, somehow at a wedding.
Yeah. No, she did one with me and Fareed. Different black guy.
Different black guys.
Sorry.
Damn, wrong one. Wasn't he just here?
You were there in spirit, though. So it's
No, I just reposted a picture, but it was a while ago.
Oh, really? I thought Fareed was just here. Just kidding.
We would love to see him more.
Yeah. He
you
wants.
watch
He wants to be
I
a
wouldn't. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Fareed. I'm just kidding.
Co-host. We start a separate podcast, just conversations with Fareed, John, and Dave. We'll call it the Oreo. I'll sit in the middle.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, you had a project going on for a while called Secrets. Is that something you're still working on right now?
It's a secret.
I can't talk about that either. No, I'm
Can't
kidding.
talk
I'm joking. Everything is like I can't talk about it. No, it is something that I put on the back burner for now because I did get, I believe it was 27 submissions of. So the project was people would go onto my website and they would just confide in me and put any like their deepest darkest secret on there and then just submit it and it would come anonymously and I would recreate a piece of work
Yeah.
to match it and be the title of that. And I wanted to do a
Wow.
and I wanted to do a gallery show.
Yo, that's
dope.
kind of dope.
I sent a secret. No, I'm just kidding.
And I wanted to do a gallery show. And ultimately, I stopped that and I did one of them. And it was hard. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
Recreating someone's secret. And it's like a bunch of painful stuff. It was just kind of hard to create. There's stuff about rape. There's stuff about... It's
Tag
just,
me in, coach.
Damn.
It's tough.
We got to get that out.
Yeah. We got to do that. That'd
We
be
got to
sick.
do that.
You know, personal
You got
projects.
to do that. If you don't, you better copyright it. Because
Just fucking fly. Felix is back. I'm like, break my computer.
No, that's dope. So, okay. So, is there a certain photography that you enjoy doing right now?
Yes. Well, I don't know if you've seen, but I kind of developed a whole new style.
Yeah.
Completely
I like it.
different from what I'm used to. I used to do, outdoor and outdoor flash, combining it with daylight. And I'm just kind of like, okay, that was fun. Moving on to the next part. And the next part for me was black and white photography. And I guess I'm gonna give away my secret sauce, what I do, right? I like the glowy effect. So do you remember, or I don't know if any of you guys have shot with, what's the name of that film? Cinestil?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
we have.
yes, we have. So Cinestil has this like blooming effect with lights in color though. But I'm like, why not do that with black and white? I've never seen that with black and white. So I did. I got a ProMist filter and I went ahead and put it on my camera and did a simulation, I guess, or what are they called? The recipes?
Recipe. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's new to Fuji, guys.
Yes. So I got convinced. So so I put that recipe and it's supposed to simulate the Kodak T-Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
And-
just shot with some of that.
Yeah, so it's very grainy, black and white, and then with the Cinestil bloom effect, that's what I did.
Miss.
Yeah, the Pro Mist is what I used at like, I think it's at the highest too. It's like the highest Pro Mist, and I was just like, I'm fucking
Damn.
spending the money on that.
Oh,
That's I have one. I have one on here, and it's super high too. When you get high, you almost have to like stop, like shoot at a higher aperture, because
Yeah.
if you shoot too low, like you shooting wide open, then it's like blurry.
Yeah, it is. It's very soft and dreamy, and I think that's what I like about it because it almost looks like a hallucination.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's kind of where I'm going. What I'm shooting, well, I have mini projects now.
So she
Okay.
put her project off for secrets, right?
What?
What?
I missed the.
Okay, secrets was your thing.
My
that you put
secrets
on the
project.
back,
Yeah,
Yes.
that was her
Okay.
personal project.
and then your new dream.
So the style is what I'm talking about. What I'm working on is like mini projects.
Got it.
Okay.
So I like the car show one. I did a mini series on a car show. Went to San Fernando Valley. Just did like photojournalistic style.
Okay.
And I just carried my camera and I photographed mostly cars. I wanted to photograph people, but my brain just went to the cars. So I did that. And I did a small series of 25 images that's already on my Instagram. Next series was Streets of LA,
Okay.
which I did a mini series, but I actually want to do a part 2 on that because I want to focus on like the graffiti out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if you guys are down to go,
I'm down.
Yeah.
I need to do some more
I'm
street
always out
photography.
there, so just
Right.
let me know.
I don't know if everyone knows this, but I bought a Fuji, let go of Canon. And I said,
Good job.
buy film once I got,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's just
Right.
something. You have the X Pro,
X Pro 3.
X Pro 3. So there's just something about Fuji that, especially on those cameras, like those more rangefinder style cameras, or like any kind of like, is it a fixed lens or interchangeable?
Mine's a fixed lens. It's
Yeah.
35.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, it's just something so satisfying of just being able to go out and shoot. Like Fuji one has the best colors and camera systems, and the JPEG straight out of the camera are just amazing. You don't have to edit them. That's why everyone's so.
I don't edit my stuff.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You use just the JPEGs, or if you're just doing the RAW conversion and doing the camera profile on there, they
Yep.
look amazing.
Honestly, a big reason why I changed is because Canon's so heavy.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
Yep.
like I can't
that's-
I can't do street photography with that shit.
That's
Like,
another thing,
Could you
yeah.
imagine? Like everyone would be looking at
Yep.
me. So I'm just like, no, I need something smaller and
More discreet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's why I went with that.
Fuji does have a nice color. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I would get one to take.
If they could just figure out their autofocus, I would probably maybe go back, but maybe not. I'm trying to Sony
Stop.
gang forever for life.
Changing, just
For life.
add or
See that tattoo Sony for life on my palm or
All
something.
right, I'm
So-
taking off now. This is why the fly goes to
I
him.
know,
'cause
he's
He's
like,
like, he
"Oh."
likes Sony ill.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, this shitty Sony guy over here.
Come on, man.
What do you use, Lejean?
Sony.
I use
Sony, get out.
Sony.
Get
and
out.
red.
Until yeah,
Well, yeah, I do too.
I actually want to use red. I want to get a red. I'm like, I'm there. I'm like sold on it. I want to get one. Okay, where are we at? I want to see what time.
Baby shark. No,
Oh damn.
throwing it back.
All right. Anything else? You got any questions, John? Any?
Anything I can't talk about, bring it up now.
So, speaking of you,
I'm open to talking about anything, by the way. It doesn't have to be limited to my photo career.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, God.
So,
Okay. He's like,
so,
so.
have you dabbled in video?
Yes.
Yes. You just got started in it?
No.
No?
Actually, let's pause real quick on the video. Podcast. You have a podcast. You were
yeah.
you were doing your own podcast for a while, and then
Yes.
you just started a new podcast, right?
Yes. So,
Let's talk about that.
yeah. So I stopped the C41 podcast because I got busy, you know,
Life.
Oh, life.
life. Not only that, I just felt like I didn't have the space for it. Now I'm actually teaming up with really good friend Lisa Michelle. She and I are creating this one, and it's going to be completely different from photography. It's called Peace, Love, Evolution.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about all like the spiritual stuff, all like science, nerdy stuff. It's just going to be that like open to anything, but it's
Like
more or more life like, you know, instead of just photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's pretty cool.
I had a really cool conversation yesterday with this guy. He's a DJ, and I did some photos for him last night. And then we were talking. When he came back, I was doing all his edits, and we were talking. He grew up Mormon, but like hardcore Mormon, like the Utah Mormon,
Yeah.
right? And because he was like talking about how he just started drinking, and he's 35. He's like, yeah, I just started drinking. I'm like, what do you mean you just started drinking?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I didn't have like a 20s or anything because I was Mormon, and it was like, I was like, what? And then we started talking about ancient aliens and all this crazy. Oh,
There you go.
Ah,
See, those are
Yeah.
good topics.
yeah, I can't wait to
Because
hear
your
this.
episodes could be like 3 hours and you wouldn't even know. 'Cause
Oh, I know. I'd
once
be
you start going down the rabbit hole,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to come out. Like those conversations just bring up more conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and it was cool because he not into like his religion anymore, but he is so interested in a lot of other religions. So we're just going on. So that's cool. I'm excited to hear that podcast when you guys start it.
Yeah.
Video.
You guys are so distracted.
Are
By the way,
we-
I'm ratting you guys all out. Or you two out.
You're writing us out?
we-
Ratting you out.
Why are you writing us out?
Because they're checking their phones on their own podcasts.
No, I wasn't checking my phone. I was making sure we're on
Lies.
time.
Lies.
I was checking my phone.
There's show notes. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. The next thing to ask.
Lies.
John's like,
I
yeah.
What's your next question?
My next question is why I asked you, have you been shooting video? And then, right, and you said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then my next question for that is, what have you done with video? Was it more music video based, product based? You did wedding videos?
No, I didn't do wedding videos. I just did. I can't talk about.
Well, you say you've been shooting for a while. All right. Well, that's all my questions.
Sorry.
No, it's
So
not.
part of your job that you can't talk about, you have played around with a little bit of video doing that, right?
I'm learning to
Or
do
you're learning.
certain
Okay,
stuff,
that's
yeah.
cool.
It's awesome. Well,
what
welcome to
what
my
cameras
world.
do you use? Can you talk about that?
Can't talk about it. No kidding.
She uses Nikon.
I actually don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah,
That's-
Okay.
because it's technically government property.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
They
just,
use Sony. They're reliable.
so I can't talk about it.
That's crazy. I mean, that's cool. It's interesting. you
That's
know?
what I said. I can talk about anything
I could-
else, but you guys are like, let's
I
talk
mean,
about the
because
subjects that you
usually-
can't talk about.
Well,
You know what? I applaud you for being so, because I could never have a job where I couldn't talk about shit because I would just talk about it. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Me too.
NDAs, post them. I don't care. Like, I actually worked for a studio, and we had a client that his job was the government, and he is a I don't even know if I can talk about it, but he
Oh my
works for the
God.
he works for the government in like
This is called
cybersecurity.
our redacted episode because everything can't be talked about.
So with him,
You guys should have picked better questions. Sorry.
yeah.
Well, usually it's what we do. We're in our motion of when we have guests, we talk about what they do,
Yeah.
and that's just all it was.
See, this is why you guys should have planned though, because I told him.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, tell me.
We can't talk
I
about
can't
it.
talk about.
I like that we
Well,
can't talk about
I
it.
have
Yeah.
two NDAs
Because then
that
we
I
can
can't
go,
talk
Then
about.
we can go.
No, that's-
Oh, she
that's
can't talk about it.
Oh my god.
It's just because now everybody's going to wonder what it is.
Yeah, and then they're gonna
So
Google
cool.
me, and I don't want that. Don't Google me. Don't do that.
Googler, guys.
Don't Google me, please.
Googler.
Well, we didn't give
Googler.
you no last name or anything, nothing like that. You good?
How did you feel about signing an NDA for the wedding company? I mean, obviously you were okay with it because you did it,
Right.
but was there any sort of hesitation going into it, signing an NDA?
No,
No?
because I knew already that whatever time I committed to that company,
Yeah.
I was gonna commit fully there, and I wasn't gonna leave for another company. Like,
Got it.
it wasn't my plans to leave when I
Yeah.
signed
No, that's
in the beginning, and then this opportunity came up, and that person was like, "Hey, you should take it because it's a really
Yep.
big deal," and I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, I mean, it was stability, it was insurance, it was a bunch of things that we don't get as contractors and, entrepreneurs ourselves.
all right.
Yeah.
That consistency
yeah.
create. We all want that.
We all do.
want that. So
But you can't talk about it.
I can't talk about it.
Can't.
once I can't talk about my job, I know I made it. All right.
Oh, hey, Lejean, who'd you shoot today? Can't talk about
Can't talk about it. Sorry.
When I was on set with Offset. No, I don't think we had an NDA actually. It was like
Oh, if you did, you already
was like
fucked it up.
no, it was like a
Am I allowed to cuss?
yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. We're an explicit
I asked that
podcast.
episode 3.
Yeah, he's
6,
like, hey, can I
8.
fucking cuss on here?
Yeah, it was too
Fuck
late.
no.
Right. We went a really long time, sorry, Lejean, without cussing. So I'm like, can I cuss?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Instagram bleeps it out automatically for us, so we're
Oh, fucking
we're good.
shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucking. No, okay.
Okay, so let's try to do a little recap because we're getting kind of long here, which is fine. I'm having a good time. So we talked a little bit about your past wedding work. You worked with me. You helped start this channel, really, and this podcast, and you work for a place we can't talk about, and
Doing
secrets
work
campaign.
we can't talk about.
yeah,
You guys
But
suck,
she's creating.
she has
Just know that.
secrets. Do you plan on bringing that back, or you don't know?
I do, but I'm gonna combine it with the mini series that
Okay.
I'm doing in a book.
I
wanna-
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
like
gonna
that.
do a book because that way it gives the people that submitted secrets the chance to buy it anonymously
Yeah.
without being in display at a gallery show.
Okay.
So I just feel like it's easier that way. They can use any name and buy it and I'll never know, and their secret will be displayed there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Okay, here's a close.
That's for my daughter, by the way. She's behind the camera.
That was for me.
Ew, no.
Whoa.
Damn, I got an ew.
Really bad.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, recap, and then you said
Yeah, recap. So we did the recap.
Yes.
Let's kind of have a closing question. Where do you see yourself taking your photography career in the next 5 years?
NASA.
NASA?
I want to work for NASA.
Yeah?
that's dope.
And I have no hesitation because that's what it's been in my head.
That's your goal?
Yep.
That's awesome.
I want to photograph for NASA.
Me
So she
too.
wants
Take
to
me with me.
photograph,
Take you with you?
Yeah, take me with,
With
you.
you.
Did I say that? I did say that.
You said
Oh, fuck.
take me with
Take
me.
me with you.
you shall.
Take me with you. That's what I said. No, I'm gonna have to play it back.
We need Neon here to smack you.
So I don't know if you know Dan Winters. He's one of my favorite photographers. He shoots he doesn't shoot for NASA, but he does assignments for NASA. So he's done a lot of the launches, and he's done some more kind of experimental stuff. His style is out there. It's heavily color graded, very weird. Doesn't give a shit about the norm. And I think that's
Dig it.
yeah, that's what I love about him. He did a portrait of Angelina Jolie with a bunch of bees on her. And
Oh, that reminds me of Richard Avedon.
yeah, so it's a super famous photo, but now he's been doing a lot of these launch things for NASA and SpaceX. So you
Heck
should check
yeah.
him out. He's really dope.
Dope.
yeah.
Well, the music's done, so I guess we need to add another clip. So that means the podcast is done.
All right.
Well, damn. Okay.
Lejean, you want to close this out?
Well, let's just do one thing. Let's wrap it up by letting you say if you have a website or something.
Nope.
All right.
No website.
So everything.
She can't talk about.
All right. Well,
I have an Instagram, but I probably won't add anyone.
There you
Okay.
go.
Sorry,
Alright,
because
well,
I'm very private.
private.
Of who I let in my
private
life now.
Photographer.
Yeah.
Phantom of
like
the
that.
camera.
Dude, I had 960 followers at one point. I deleted all of them. I only have
Damn.
60 because I was just I want my privacy. It got to be too much.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So you can follow C41. Just Google C41.
No, you cannot follow me.
And that's SEE41, not the number C or the letter C. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on YouTube.
Yeah, follow them.
Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. Cool. Peace.
Peace.